Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. It's Holy Week. You know I love y'all, praying for you, and I thank God for you. Listen, today I simply want to talk about the power of prayer. Ricky, there was a song back in the day we used to sing a whole lot, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. I love that song because it reminds us of the fact that, first of all, God is personal. What a friend we have in Jesus. When you pray with the mindset that God hears you. God cares about you. The Bible says, cast all your cares upon God because God cares for you. Jesus is that kind of friend who sticks closer than a brother. Jesus is that kind of friend who is your BFF. I'm talking about a personal relationship with a God who so is personally engaged with you that the Bible says God numbers the hairs on our heads. So when you pray knowing that God is personal. When you pray knowing that God is powerful. God can. God is able. God is all-powerful. God is almighty. There's nothing too hard for God. So y'all go ahead and have a blessed day knowing that when you pray, God is personal and God is all-powerful. God bless you.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go. Alfredas, good morning.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Good morning.
I'm sorry, Alfredas.
No, I'm sorry.
I got caught up this morning.
We got caught up. It's Tuesday, April 15th. Here is what's happening in the news. A Maryland family is asking serious questions after 23-year-old Denari McCalmont was found dead on a beach in the Bahamas just hours after checking in at a resort. Police say he drowned, case closed. But his family says his body showed signs of being beaten, and they're being denied access to the body and surveillance footage. They're demanding an outside investigation and calling for international attention. An earthquake hit near Julian, California yesterday, just outside San Diego. No serious injuries, but people definitely felt it. Some train lines got shut down temporarily, and aftershocks were reported all over Southern California. Trump will be 79 years old in a couple of months, and his latest health check says he's in excellent shape. According to the doctor and Trump, of course, he's still acing those cognitive tests.
The numbers were perfect. And I took a cognitive exam, and I would challenge anybody here to meet those marks because I have a perfect mark. Were you impressed by that?
Meanwhile, the paperwork does mention cataract surgery, high cholesterol, and gut issues. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rita Brent's in for the brat with the hot spot. What you got coming up, Rita?
All right, coming up, I'll let you know which newly wedded actor is open up about being canceled. We'll get into it up next in the hot spot. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the hot spot, and sitting in for the brat this morning, the one and only comedian extraordinaire, member of Jackson State University, and member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the one and only Rita Brent, y'all.
Hey. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Rita Brent in for the brat. Let's get into it. Actor and newlywed Jonathan Majors has opened up about being canceled, and here's what he had to say.
This individual, this entertainer, this athlete has done this. Now we're going to cancel him, throw the book at him. Well, the court already did that. I'm dealing with that. But then you go into your social group or your work environment, and you have to pay a penance there, too. I don't disagree with that. But the idea of cancellation, in my opinion, I think is incomplete. You fuck up, you fall down, make a mistake, and then you're in the corner for the rest of your life. Never mind your child, never mind your livelihood, never mind yourself, your self-confidence, I just couldn't have it. So I chose to go a different route, and that was healing. I love my wife, I love my child, I have to learn to love me again.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely right. I feel bad for him. And I hope that he, get back, get on the track that he want to get on and be comfortable and have a great career. But all of this stuff, man, I hope he'd be encouraged by this. All of this stuff is only a test. And what don't kill you only make you stronger. So good luck to him and his beautiful wife.
Who's that Rita talking? Is that Jonathan?
Yeah, that's Jonathan talking on the podcast.
Oh, he has a child? I didn't know he had a child.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he had a child, 8 or 9 maybe? Somewhere in that range.
You finna pour that tea in a minute. You finna Google that thing out.
I know, bless his spirit.
Where you waiting?
Well, his new wife is Megan Good, by the way, so he doing all right in life. Yes, she's been very supportive of him during this time. So
Absolutely.
we'll keep thinking about Jonathan and hoping he bounce back. In other news, Will Smith's new album, based on a true story, has underperformed commercially. This was his first new album since 2005. Only 268 physical copies were sold in the UK, and the album has not yet entered the US Billboard 200 despite having collaborations with Big Sean, Jaden Smith, and Tiana Taylor. He also addresses personal events like the Oscar slap incident on this album. And speaking of the slap, here's what comedian Tony Rock, this is Chris Rock's brother, had to say about the album.
You know, Will Smith has an album out, and it's a piece of and he addresses the Oscars. Everybody keep telling me to stop talking about it, but then he puts it on the song, so that gives me leeway to talk about it again. Album's trash. I'm just assuming that. I haven't listened to it. But
do you refuse to listen to it?
I refuse to listen to it. That trying to sell a album. I'm surprised he wasn't talking about being a drug dealer on this one.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord.
Man.
Yeah.
That's brotherly love.
Hey, Tony, a funny dude.
He is.
It's a good thing he slapped Chris and not Tony, because that would have ended a whole different way.
Yeah.
Tony a good friend.
Yeah, Tony on that rah-rah. He protecting his brother.
Tony about that life.
All right, but Will is still going to be going on tour July 13th in Germany. This is his first headlining tour, so we'll keep you updated on that. For more information on these stories, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on social media at Rita Brent Comedy. Hit us up for those wake-up calls, 866-9-RICKY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Listen to this. The consumer site Wallet Hub made a list of the top airlines based on stuff like canceled and delayed flights, mishandled baggage, and in-flight comfort. So this top 5 may have surprised some people. Coming in at number 5 is Southwest. At number 4 is JetBlue. Best overall at number 3 was Delta, but they also came in at number 1 as being most reliable. Number 2 was SkyWest, best for pets. And you're not going to believe this. In the number 1 and the safest airline, according to Wallet Hub, is Spirit Airlines.
Wait a minute, yeah. I had a great experience with Spirit Airlines yesterday. 15 members, I'm not lying, 15 members of my family booked a round-trip ticket from Birmingham to Fort Lauderdale for under $1,300 round trip.
Whoa. That.
Oh, my God.
Listen.
I'm not lying. I would not lie on Spirit Airline. They are the bomb. Mm-hmm. Big brand new planes.
Yep.
The planes was clean. I don't know. I done been through Spirit Terminal and seen some of the passengers, but the passengers ain't got nothing to do with the plane and the quality of them leaving on time and doing what they're doing.
That's right.
It's just at a cheaper rate, and then they got them from Birmingham to Detroit now, boy.
Listen, you might see you a good fight. Might catch you a good little fight at the ticket at the gate. Sometimes you get a little scrap.
That just be the passengers, man. When I went to Spirit Airline, I was confused. I didn't know what to do because I'd never flown Spirit. That lady came from behind the counter, took her time, and she went all the way. I mean, to the gate and showed me everything. Everybody was nice. Everybody was on the plane. On the plane was nice. I made friends with the flight attendants and all of that. It was just a great experience. So I just appreciate them.
So, did they nickel and dime you, Ricky? Because they say you got to pay for baggage and
they don't do that anymore. They don't do it.
Okay.
They went to Congress when they had I don't know, it was the Judicial Committee or whatever committee they went in front of, but they got rid of that. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they have to tell you how much they're going to charge you. But why do y'all think people crap on Spirit Airlines so much?
Because when they started off, they was kind of hood. They had a reputation for having all the hood people. Flying Spirit, so you would have the fights at the gate and stuff like that.
And I'm going to tell you, I don't think people associate cheapness with quality. Now, Delta, it might be $1,000 for a flight, so you just assume it's a high quality experience. But if it's cheap, you like, what's wrong? $8 for a flight. Something gonna be wrong. This is Soul plane. Soul.
Everybody.
Half woman.
It's Gary.
I wanna hip you to the teeth.
It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, this story, and I'm serious, this story really it brought tears to my spirit, y'all, honey. I mean, people just got to get better. Okay, Ice Spice, y'all. We all know Ice Spice. She's a wonderful entertainer, rapper, and she's been doing great things. She's the big thing. She's the ha-ha. Well, it's been reported out that Ice Spice, y'all, may have experienced a moment that many women really can relate to, being seemingly, y'all, overlooked by a man while in public. Now, they're saying, y'all, that New York Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner, y'all, who has recently sparked rumors of a romantic connection with the rap icon after posting a photo with her, y'all, on his Instagram stories, was present, y'all, with Ice Spice at a UFC event. Now, they're saying, y'all, during the event, the kiss cam focused on the pair, and in a moment that quickly went viral and drew commentary from UFC President Dana White, both Gardner and Ice Spice, y'all, appeared to awkwardly avoid engaging, y'all, with the kiss cam, and here's how that went down.
During a combat sports event hosted by Adin Ross, rapper Ice Spice, and NFL cornerback Sauce Gardner were caught by the kiss cam. But instead of sharing a kiss, both turned away, ignoring the crowd, the cameras, and each other. It was awkward. It was silent. And it was all over social media within minutes. From jokes about rejection to memes comparing the moment to high school crush fails. Fans weren't letting this slide.
Ricky, it's sad. Why do African American men do this to black women? You're with her. We know y'all allegedly dating and stuff. Y'all done put it all out there in social media.
But everybody don't kiss in public. Black folks don't kiss in public.
I know that's the problem.
I ain't never seen nobody in my life black kiss in public.
On the kiss cam, he could have pecked her. At least make her feel like she was
doing that for y'all. Y'all ain't gonna put us into y'all's narrative. That's what y'all do. We don't do it.
Well, don't put it out there as if y'all together.
Okay,
we expecting to see you.
Did anybody ask them, hey, we finished put the camera in y'all face. We need y'all to kiss. Do y'all agree?
I mean, he could have pecked her. That's embarrassing.
It's always maybe.
It's embarrassing for a woman when you don't do it.
Rita, what you think?
I think just some on the cheek. Just to
exactly,
save face.
Ricky, a damn cheek. Just kiss her on the cheek. He had a tongue kisser.
Face. It's like, what you trying to say if you ain't kissing? Breast
right.
Like, what you trying to say?
Or you dating somebody else?
You cheating. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because he rich and she rich. That's what burns me up here. I mean, girl, and you supposed to be the damn prize, the woman.
Okay.
He could have pecked her.
Okay. Is anybody thinking about the side piece out there that's watching?
Exactly. That's why he
what
didn't
about her
peck
feelings?
Exactly. Yeah, that's probably why he didn't.
That's what we saying.
You know, they say Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet show did it and stuff or whatever, but why he couldn't just go ahead and get a girl just a doggone peck, honey? Oh, I felt so bad for. I know she cried all night, honey, but I wouldn't be with him. I would not.
You breaking up over that?
Well, I mean, you embarrassed. That is public humiliation. So, but anyway, let's just keep her lifted, honey. Poor Ice Spice, honey. You know, and she's the ha-ha right now. Man won't even peck her on the cheek, honey, because he's so hard. That's what makes me mad with these football players. So hard.
You think that's why?
They're just so hard. I'm just sick of them. But anyway, moving on, child. In other celebrity news, y'all, Neo he's speaking again, y'all. Now, we talked about this with Neo, but now he's back. I guess he's letting people know what he's about, and this is what it is. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Neo said that his 4 girlfriends must, hear what I'm saying, they must work, and he said they must be exclusive, but, honey, the same does not apply to him. Now, they're saying he's getting very real, and he's very old school about how he handles a relationship, and he's saying it's not your average modern love story. He's letting us know about that now. He did a recent interview, y'all, and they say the R&B singer opened up about his current situation, which includes not 1, not 2, but his 4 girlfriends, and he said, yes, they all know about each other, but what's really turning heads is the rules that he says that he lays down in the relationship and the double standard that comes with them. He said, what I say goes. Now, he said, my girlfriends must have jobs, and they must be exclusive to him. He said, so they say, so Neo is allowed to date multiple women, but each woman can only date him, and she better be clocking in somewhere. They're saying the internet had all his thoughts about now. They're saying, according to, to Neo, they say he's very upfront about his expectation, and he said that he doesn't lead anyone on, and the women he dates knows exactly what they're signing up for. The key terms is no wandering eyes, no free rides, and full submission to what he wants the relationship to look like. And he said they're all adults and they're honest about what this is and how it's going to work. And now they say his fans are very side-eyed about, his emotional honesty automatically justifies inequality. Neo wants polygamy, they're saying, which, a lot of people say, okay, you want polygamy and what have you. But, your thing is, it's just crazy. But why do women got to work? Let me open up an orientation class to see what's out here. Y'all meet me in a ballroom. Let me pick 5. Let me start a line.
Yeah.
A line. And get some pledges. Oh Lord. Take you across the burning sands.
Right.
Rita, then I'm gonna bring them out. I'm gonna bring them out in the spring, Rita. Oh my God. I guess. But, they say he wants polygamy when it's convenient for him. They say, so the girlfriends, honey, need jobs and loyalty, but he's only out here living a free agent life.
Girl, bye.
So, I don't
So
know.
y'all need to stop being so jealous. Go on to the next story, man.
Yeah, but it's just, I tell you, but I don't know. But anyway, in my free story, y'all, they're saying y'all that Kanye West is alluding that he may have had a relationship with Beyonce.
Oh, my God.
It's ridiculous.
Say what?
They say
Every
he's
day.
alluding that he may have had a relationship with Beyonce and stuff like that. I tell you, this man, if he's really, going through something right now, they really need to help Kanye out because it's sad. He needs to just really, take his medicine or do something. But, this is what he's talking about. But I don't know. Wherever there's smoke, like the old folks say, there's some fire.
No, I don't think so. Beyonce would never.
Well, they said yesterday she may have had Terrence Howard said he could have had a relationship with her and stuff like that though. So
Everybody could have, but they didn't. Really?
Me too. Yeah.
Exactly. Same. Guess what? We dated. I mean, come on.
Well, we're just gonna pray on all parties, honey, because right now it's a sad situation, honey, and we know we need to definitely keep Kanye lifted in our prayer because he's going through something right now. He needs his lithium or whichever one he take allegedly. So we're just gonna keep him lifted up in our prayer. All right, the Kahlua today is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today, y'all, is Misted Marigold. On the high end, you say Misted Marigold, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Gold. That's your Kahlua for today.
That's a beautiful Kahlua.
Beautiful.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley in the morning show. I got the wake up call. Get at me 8669 Rickey. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley morning show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning, this is Mia Mims from Indianapolis, Indiana. I want to give a wake-up call to my family, and I want to give a happy 59th birthday to myself. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
It's Rebecca calling from Georgia. I want to wake up Black Tony so he can get to work today.
Hey, this is Ron Arsenault from Portland. Just come on here, y'all. Get y'all ghost smelling behind up, and let's go. Let's go make a difference, y'all.
Hi, this is Betty. I'm calling to wish my daughter, Shreya Hardy, happy birthday in Cleveland, Ohio. Wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody.
Hey, what's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Where you at, Miami? Wake up. Seattle? Wake up. In Detroit? Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louis? Wake up. New Orleans? Wake up.
Come on.
And Memphis? Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all, coming up, y'all, it was a big night in the WNBA, but somebody on the show has an even bigger reason to celebrate, man. We got the details. You don't want to miss it. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. Listen, y'all, hey, we got big news. We got got big news, and I listen. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let Rock T take it over from here. What up, Rock T?
Say, dawg, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna do the best I can because I ain't barely been asleep all night, man. Last night was a WNBA draft, and kudos to all the young ladies that got drafted, got an opportunity to take their game to the next level, including our baby girl Harmoni Turner. Man, she got drafted by.
Yeah.
She on the show. I know she probably a little tired too. Harmoni, you awake, girl?
Barely.
Come on now.
Harmoni, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
We are so proud.
Man, so she was selected by the Las Vegas Aces.
Oh, my God.
Great team.
Man, oh, come on, man. She out there with Asia
Oh, my
Wilson
God.
and Chelsea Gray and all them, man. But I'm going to say this part that I'm going to let y'all talk to Harmoni because I don't want to get too emotional, whatever. I had all that last night. But when you think about grit, grind, and glory, when you think about perseverance and resilience, you thinking about always being overlooked, always being told, yeah, you good, but you ain't good enough. You know,
Right.
the underdog, she represents those kind of players and those kind of people. And when she was recruited by a lot of the Power 5 schools, and she chose her own path to go to Harvard, and everybody was calling her stupid for doing that. You ain't never going to make it to the WNBA. Why would you go to Harvard? You could have went to UConn and Baylor and all that. And she just, once again, proved them all wrong last night. So I'm so proud of you, Harmoni. I'm a hush and let the crew talk to you, man.
Harmon, I just want to say, watching you grow up, and I remember y'all was babies coming up to the radio station, sleeping in the other room while we would do the morning show, and just to see where you are now, and you work so hard. I'm talking about, I follow you on social media, I watch all your videos, and listen, Uncle Rick is so proud of you, and I absolutely love you. I mean, I just want to know, how did you feel last night? What went through you? What did you expect? Like, was your heart? Take me through that.
Yeah, like that whole process was honestly crazy, surreal, exciting, and nothing short but grateful. I literally throughout the whole draft night, I was getting a little nervous toward the end because there was only a few minutes left. But as soon as I saw my name called, I couldn't help but cry and thank God. Like, I fell to my knees, and that's the first thing I did. And just to understand and feel like how far I've come and all the people that are in my corner throughout my journey, especially at Harvard. So, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better turnout. I instantly hugged my mom, and thanked her for everything. So I'm just really grateful for this opportunity. I can't wait to get to work.
Yeah, just as a parent, Harmoni, it's, man, just watching your dad and your mom go through this process these last few years, they are so proud of you. And just as, just know that you brought so much joy to them just as a child and for them as parents. I mean, yeah, it's hard to talk about this.
Oh, everybody's emotional. I love it. Hey, Harmoni, this is Rita. I saw that Asia Wilson has already tweeted about you. So I'm just curious, what is going to be your approach to like become a mentee and get the guidance from those veteran players like her?
Yeah, I mean, I love Asia. She's one of the players I looked up to. I look up to Chelsea Gray, the entire team, honestly. Like, that's been one of my favorite teams these past few years. So to see myself actually get an opportunity to play for them is nothing more than or nothing short of gratification. So I'm definitely going to go into this training camp trying to learn as much as possible, but at the end of the day, like, I'm there to make a team, and I know that's a business, and that's the beauty of it all. Like, that's where I feel like the Vegas has that competitive spirit that I been instilled with my entire life. So I can't wait to showcase that. I can't wait to prove that I deserve to be here and not only just make a team, but like make a difference in a team. And so I'm just ready, man. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Come on, man.
I can't wait to receive all the advice, all the critiques, and I can't wait to work on what I need to work on and amplify what's gotten me here today. So, yeah, like I'm super, super grateful, super blessed. At the same time, like, I worked for this, so I can't wait to show the people what I've been knowing, what we've all been knowing, my circle's been knowing for so long. I can't wait to show the world that.
Well, you really work hard for it, and we proud of you. And this is not the last time you'll be on the show. We're gonna have you on. Right, you're gonna have to be a regular on the morning show, and because you're gonna have to give us a whole lot of insight of the WNBA because we are fans. And real quick, Harmony, let everybody know how you can be reached, how we can follow you on social media.
Yes, you can follow all my social media at Harmony Turner, Harmony with an I, just in case you don't know how to spell it. But very simple. Just type in my first and last name, and you should see my profile pop up.
Yeah. Well, quickly, Ricky, Harmony, they got some good outlets in Las Vegas, too, so I can't wait to
Be quiet, Gary. Y'all give it up for Harmony Turner! More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Black Tony, what's up, man?
I'm going to tell you where your boy at. Your boy, you better
not
be
coming
glad
to
I'm
work?
not. You better be glad I ain't there. I swear.
What?
You better be glad I ain't there.
Why you so
I'm coming
aggressive?
up in there. Because I'm 38 hot right now.
38 hot? What is 38 hot?
You know what the day is. I'm hotter than fifth grade right now. You know what the day is. It's tax day. That means I had to meet with my tax man yesterday, son. He showed me some real disturbing situation right now going on with this little regular job, son. And I ain't trying to hear it right now. I ain't trying to hear it right now. If I come in there, I'm cussing everybody out, son.
For what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Bob Wilson Green office over in Human Research. And I'm gonna talk to the lady over the payroll lady, cause the little black lady who with the little short afro. Yeah. Look, you know the one I'm talking about. Look like Florida from Good Time. Look, but Shawty, let me tell you something. These folks playing games in my face right now.
No, we ain't gonna let them play in your face, man.
My face right now. Cause guess what? They gonna blame it on Trump and all that. But my 41K done dropped, Shawty.
What you mean?
What is that?
My tax man say my 41K account for what they take money out for your for the retirement, Shawty.
You missing a number, bro.
My 41K done dropped down, Shawty. They been taking money out they been taking money out my account for 3 years. 5 years. For 5 years they been taking money out my account. And they say we putting this away for your retirement in the 41K program. Last year, my 41K was up to $300.
Yeah. Oh. What did it drop
what
to?
It is right now.
What?
They sent me the paperwork right here.
What did it say?
My 41K done dropped down, shout. You know what I got in my retirement account?
How much?
What's in there, man?
$18.
Oh, no.
That ain't funny, y'all. That ain't funny, y'all.
Oh, no.
That ain't funny. No, that ain't funny now.
I'm looking at the paper right here. $18, shout. What I'm going to do with $18?
Prescription drugs. Got to get on food.
$18, shout.
Get on food stamps.
I'm finna come up in there, and I'm finna... Boy, they playing games.
Hey, blow it out. Blow it out. Blow it out. Hey, Black Tony, breathe.
Playing in my face right now.
Breathe. Blow it out. Blow it out. Blow it out, dog.
They talking about this cause of the stock market. I don't want to hear that, Shawty. They talking about this cause of the stock market.
Blow it out. Blow it out.
I'm saying all that to say this, Shawty.
Breathe. Black Tony. Breathe through your nose. Go ahead. Breathe again through your nose. Keep going.
Shawty, can you cash up me $115, please?
Yeah, just breathe through your nose for now. You got to calm down. Breathe through your nose. Keep going. Keep going.
Need a CPAP machine.
Now I'm sleepy. I can't do this.
Yeah, just breathe. Breathe through your nose, man. Relax. Go to sleep. Keep going.
Is he snoring?
Breathe. Hold on. Breathe.
I think he's snoring.
Shh.
We had a ball in that joint last night. I'm talking about I didn't even have no clothes on. I had my scrubs from work on. Just sitting in there partying last night.
Yeah.
And we left at 2 o'clock. Now here it is at 5 o'clock in the morning. My club burnt down. Who did it? Who did it? You don't mess up a good time.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Maya Campbell is back now. Now, if y'all don't recall Maya Campbell, you remember she played on the show with LL Cool J in the house, and you know she was experienced a real bad substance abuse problem a couple of years back. Well, now she is back, y'all, and she's looking amazing. They're saying over the weekend, actress Maya Campbell made her grand return, y'all, to public life after nearly a decade-long hiatus from the spotlight. Now, they say while checking in with her fans, Miss Maya shared, y'all, that she would love to have Tyler Perry to produce a film based on her mother, Miss B.B. Moore Campbell's book, 72 Hour Hold, about dealing with an adult child with mental illness. Because, you know, she was going through that. And I mean, she was looking really bad at one time, but she's looking good. Now, it's amazing how her friends and people, you know, whatever she went to cleaned up real good, and she's looking amazing. So, good luck to her. I mean, you know, because she's a great actress, and I mean, and you know, she was real good back in the day. So hopefully and prayerfully, you know, that somebody, you know, could, you know, see Maya, that she's back, and hopefully that, you know, she's clean, and that, you know, she could get her a job, honey, get back in the thing. So what better than to ask Tyler Perry? So we're gonna pray, and hopefully he's listening, and maybe he could help Miss Maya Campbell out. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Kanye West, y'all, people are sad, honey, you know, about Kanye West. And, you know, Kanye's saying some things, and a lot of people say, you know, he's not on his meds or whatever, but it's being reported, y'all, that Kanye outed his beautiful late mother. Now, they're saying Kanye casually outs his mother, honey, the late Dr. Donda West, with a candid revelation on Twitter. He said, now, quote, he said, you know that day when you heard noises coming from your room, for your mom's room, and you find out that she's a lesbian, and you like, Mom, that's my babysitter. You're sleeping with the employees. And
oh, wow.
Yes, honey.
Damn.
He put it out there and whatever and stuff. But they say then later on he immediately erased it from Twitter. I mean from X or whatever and stuff like that. But some people say, is he reaching out for help? Then some people say, you know, he's so jealous of Jay-Z. Is he trying to say that because of Jay-Z's mom or whatever? People just wonder what is really going on with Kanye West. Then some people say he's saying it's true. What'd you say, Rita?
They need to turn his Wi-Fi off. That's what they need to do.
He needs to journal in a book and not on X.
Yeah, they say, you know, don't just always put yourself.
It's true. I don't even know what to say no more about it.
Yeah.
What they need to do, Rita?
Turn that Wi-Fi off.
The whole Wi-Fi.
The whole unplug it.
You're not going to be able to watch
Unhand
TV,
it.
nothing.
Yeah, you can't post nothing. That's all it is. If you don't have an internet connection, he can't do none of this.
Yeah. And like I was saying the last hour and stuff, they say, you know, how he crossed the line, honey. They say when he suggested he almost hooked up with Beyonce. You know, they say he was in the studio with him. He said it would have just been 10 more minutes, you know, that could happen. So, I mean, he's really talking about, but they need to pray for him. They need to just keep him lifted up in prayer, and hopefully in prayer for that he gets well and come back and apologize to all those people that he may have said those truthful things about. So, I don't know.
Turn it off.
Yeah, so moving on, child. It's sad, y'all. They're saying that Lil Nas X, y'all, he said he lost control of the right side of his face, y'all.
What?
They said he posted a message video, honey, from the hospital revealing, y'all, that he has lost control of one side of his face. He said, quote, this is me doing a full smile, you know, and he put that in the video. He was in a hospital gown and a baseball cap, y'all. He said, it's like, what the mess going on? He said, bro, I can't even laugh right, bro. What the mess going on? Oh, my God.
And I had a stroke, sound like.
Yes, when you lose side of your face, they say, he told his fans that he is okay and urged them, y'all, to stop being sad. He don't want you to be sad about it. He said, shake your butt for him instead, he said, jokingly. He said that he will he said, look funny for a little bit, but that's it, though. So I don't know if it was a stroke or they said.
It could be Bell's palsy, too.
Exactly, Bell's palsy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because one of my little brothers experienced that. It doesn't last that long, but they're saying Bell's palsy is a condition causing temporary weakness or paralysis on one side of the face, usually due to facial nerve inflammation. Now, they say the nerve controls facial muscles, and its damage leads to symptoms like a drooping face, difficult smiling, and potential loss of taste on the affected side. The exact cause of the condition, they're saying, is not known. So that may be what he experienced. So, so let's keep Lil Nas ex lifted up in our prayer as well, too, while we praying, honey. And continue to pray, y'all, for Cardi B, honey. They say Offset, honey, he's happy that Cardi B has moved on, y'all, with Stephon Diggs. Who is Stephon? Is he a football player out here?
Sure is.
Well, she got her a football player, but a lot of people saying she's sporting the new Kardashian body because they're saying she has the new BBL and, honey, the little waist and stuff. They're calling it the new Kardashian body, so they're saying, you know.
Hasn't she had that for a while, Cardi B?
Yeah, but she got a new one. They said she got the new one, honey. They showing she got a real new shape. And, you know, they said the girls are rushing out to get it, the Kardashian body. So, congratulations to Cardi B. Rita, would you like a Kardashian body?
No. Where you get them from? eBay? How you get it?
Ross.
For less.
Dress for less.
So congratulations, honey. So she is doing it up. So, and she and Mr. Stephon Diggs, for however long that's gonna last, because these sports players, honey, they play with you and then throw you back. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Misted Marigold. On the high end, you say Misted Marigold, and on the low, you say beautiful gold, y'all. And for more information, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can follow me at GaryWDTEA.com.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Y'all, today we have the pleasure of speaking with a leader of the Democratic Party who has worked endlessly on being an advocate for social and economic justice, equity, and maintaining democratic values. I'm so excited, man. Please join us and welcome in House Majority. I'm sorry, I keep saying majority. We ain't in the majority, no more minority, but we will be. We will be if everybody get out and vote. House Minority Leader, New York Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
Hey, glad to be with you. I had a pleasure of meeting you at Pastor Haynes' pastor anniversary for Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. And I tell you, man, you gave a wonderful speech that day, and I didn't know you knew hip-hop like that. I am so happy to have you, y'all. One more time, Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. And I just want to start off with first of all, how are you and how are you managing, dealing with the Trump administration, because this country has never seen anything like this.
That's right. Listen, it's a very intense time, and it's not just monthly or weekly or daily. Sometimes it's hourly as it relates to how out of control the administration is and their intentional strategy of trying to flood the zone, disorient and outrage the American people as they are trying to attack and assault, really, the American way of life as we know it. So it definitely requires a response of righteous intensity and making sure that all of us in the Congress, the governors, the mayors, the state legislators, the city council members, but perhaps most importantly, the American people, rise to the occasion in order to, as John Lewis would often say to us, show up and stand up and speak up for what we know is right until we get this situation turned around.
Right. So there's a lot of talk about tariffs. Everybody's talking about tariffs, especially the 125% increase on goods imported from China. Can you break this down for us? And how do these tariffs affect, everyday people?
Yeah, it's a great question. So Donald Trump and the Republicans promised that they were going to focus on the economy and lower the high cost of living, which needs to be lowered in the United States of America, given the inflationary environment that, emerged after COVID, a once-in-a-century pandemic. So he spends all of last year promising that he's going to lower costs and at the same time running away from Project 2025 as if it doesn't exist. This year, he's done nothing to lower the high cost of living, even though he promised that costs were going to go down on day one. And all the outrageous stuff that we see comes straight out of the Project 2025 playbook. So first of all, he lied clearly to the American people, which should come as no surprise. Then, in addition to the inaction that is taking place on the economy, now with the tariffs, he's actually affirmatively crashing the economy and potentially driving us toward a recession. tariffs basically are a tax on the American people. And every credible study has made clear that as a result of these tariffs, the average American family could see their costs for goods and groceries and things of this nature increase by over $4,000 a year. It, in fact, would represent the largest tax increase on the American people perhaps since World War II.
Mr. Jeffries, you have been extremely vocal on X and platforms like that about some of the MAGA members doing stock market manipulation and insider trading. What is the process of proving that or holding them accountable? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, so the most recent and outrageous example, of course, is Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's been exposed as, having made all of these stock purchases immediately in advance of Donald Trump pausing the tariffs, which, of course, resulted in the stock market immediately increasing and her apparently being able to make thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. And this has long been a problem in the Congress. The Congress should be serving the American people, not engaging in stock trading that enriches themselves. Now, under the current law, every member of Congress does have to disclose the stock trades that they make. So that is an initial step in the right direction that will at least have the information. And then our view is we need to hold immediate hearings so that we can figure out what did these members of Congress who were trading stocks know, when did they know it, and why did they act on this information that they had, but apparently the public did not have. And so we need a complete, a thorough, a full investigation. But I also believe we have to go beyond it, that we need these stock trades to be banned. Members of Congress, when you are in public service, should be in public service. And if you want to play, games with the market, then you got to leave the Congress at the end of the day, and you shouldn't be trading in stocks.
So, Leader Jeffries, we're talking about money. Now, Republicans are also apparently aiming for the money in programs like Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, to pay for these big tax breaks for billionaires in the top 1%. How is the Democratic Party working to slow that down or stop that from happening?
Yeah, every single Democrat is strongly opposed to what we view as a Republican tax scam where they want to enact the largest Medicaid cut in American history, which is going to hurt people in the community, hurt families and children and women and people with disabilities, hurt our parents and grandparents, many of whom rely on Medicaid in order to get long-term care or nursing home care. And all of it, as you pointed out, is being done so that they can provide their billionaire donors like Elon Musk massive tax cuts. It's out of control. They are out of pocket. And so we are exposing the scheme. That's important so that the American people are aware of it. Today we have a Save Social Security Day of Action all across the country. And then on Thursday, we'll have a Medicaid Matters Day of Action all across the country. Hundreds of events taking place involving everyday Americans. And then we are, of course, going to continue to encourage the American people to contact their members of Congress, contact their House members, contact their senators, and make their position clear as it relates to what they expect us in the Congress to do. Now, all we have to be able to accomplish in order to stop this reckless tax scam from taking place is just convince at least 3 Republicans to join us, because there's unified Democratic opposition, and the numbers are really close in the House right now. And we're continuing to work on that project. We're starting to see some Republican members soften in terms of their commitment to cutting Medicaid, and we'll continue to work on that until we can hopefully get this done, stop this reckless bill, and then say to our Republican colleagues, focus on the things that matter, like lowering housing costs, lowering child care costs, and lowering the cost of groceries.
All right, y'all, we're talking with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. Our conversation continues coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, we're talking with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries this morning, and thank you so much for joining us and, taking the extra time to be with us. Are we going into a dictatorship? Does it feel like that to you? And are we in a constitutional crisis?
Yeah, I think it's a great question because we hear it everywhere that I go across the country. And I think as Senator Cory Booker powerfully made clear on the Senate floor a few weeks ago, this time is not normal because these people aren't normal, and they have launched an unprecedented assault on the rule of law, on the Constitution, on the American way of life. Now, what we need the Supreme Court to do is to make sure that they are very clear that if they issue an order because the Trump administration is either violating the law or violating the Constitution, as many courts have found up until this date, that they fully expect that those orders are going to be complied with, and if they're violated, then they need to aggressively move towards contempt.
But Congressman Jeffries,
Yes.
what if he don't? What are the consequences if he don't?
Well, I think a lot of scholars have made clear that one of the things that we need to see happen, what would ordinarily occur, to be clear, Ricky, is that the Congress would have to hold the president accountable. But we know that's not going to happen at this moment right now because the Republicans just continue to bend the knee. And they just do whatever the president says. If he says jump, they just say how high. And so we gotta change the Congress in order to make sure that there's congressional accountability, and we'll have an opportunity to do that next year in the midterm elections. But up until that point in time, one, the president may try not to comply, but his officials in the administration have a different responsibility. And we believe that the courts have to make sure that they are holding those individuals in contempt because they don't have the same level of immunity as a president may have because of a prior Supreme Court decision. And those people should be held in contempt if they are defying a court order, both civilly, which means massive monetary fines, as well as criminally if the defiance of the court orders continue. Because Trump can't walk away from court orders without directing people not to comply. And so the people who are following those unjust orders need to be held accountable in order to make it stop. At the same period of time, last thing that I'd say on this is that the American people have overwhelmingly expressed the position that the administration, from the president on down, all the cabinet secretaries, Elon Musk, who himself is unhinged and out of control, they all need to comply with court orders. And if that doesn't happen, then the American people are going to have to make their views clear in a passionate way, in a manner that challenges and channels the energy from the civil rights movement in the 50s and 60s.
So, Congressman Jeffries, overall, how can Americans, especially minorities, protect ourselves from policies that Trump is imposing, such as cuts to health care, tariffs, deportation, attacks on DEI, and mass firing? So what should we be doing about right now?
Yeah, well, I think it's one, know who your Congress member is and know who your senators are and make sure that your voices are being heard, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, because at the end of the day, we all work for you, the American people. And democracy doesn't work unless we hear from the people with their perspectives, particularly when things are going in the wrong direction. So that in and of itself is critical. And we can hear from people who show up at town hall meetings, show up at days of action, show up at the office, right? Or whether that's on social media, or whether that's through communicating over the telephone, communicating through email, like all of the things, it's just important for people to engage with their elected officials. And then there are also a wide variety of advocacy organizations in our community, the Urban League, the NAACP, a variety of different groups that are on the front lines of trying to push back against the extremism that is being directed at our community. And what I want people to know is that, listen, the pushback does work. You mentioned, these attacks on trying to erase and whitewash black history. They tried to erase Jackie Robinson. We reversed it. They tried to erase Harriet Tubman. Again, there was a big outcry. We reversed it. They tried to erase the Tuskegee Airmen. Big outcry. We collectively reversed it. Now they're trying to ban books in the Naval Academy, and we're going to work hard to make sure the same outcome occurs, that we reverse it. But it's only because there's an outcry and people from our community rise up and say, no, we're not going to let you erase black history. Black history is American history. It will never be erased. And we've just got to stay on the case. I say to people all the time, we're in this thing until we win this thing and end this national nightmare and revive the American dream for everyone.
Yes, sir, man. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, man, thank you so much for joining us. And let everybody know how they can follow you on social media.
At Rep Jeffries on Instagram and on every social media platform, at Rep Jeffries. Look forward to staying in touch. Ricky and the whole team, thank you for what y'all do.
Y'all give it up and show your love for House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. More of the Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. It is 12 minutes after the top of the hour. Each week, we read a question from Rickey Smiley Morning Show's DMs and Alfreda's. You got something for us, man?
Yes, I do. Somebody said, my brother and I are having a serious issue with our mother. She's been a widow for 17 years. She's 68. And for the past 5 or 6 months, she's been dating a man from her church. Here's the problem. This man is 39 years old. He's basically moved into our mother's house, which, by the way, is paid for. All she has is utility bills. We don't know what this man does for a living. My brother asked him and he jokingly said, trust me, I gets money. Mom kept this situation secret from us for a couple of months, and now she wants us to accept this clown like a stepdad or something. I'm 37 and my brother's 34. My brother's so disgusted that he refuses to go over there, but I'm a single mom with 3 kids that love to go to Grammy's house. But I'm really uncomfortable dropping over there with this fool laying around half the day being a horrible role model for my son. I want to just tell her this foolishness needs to end, or I'm going to reevaluate how I let her see her grandkids. Am I wrong?
Mama getting the groove back. It's Stella.
Right?
It's a real Stella situation.
Ooh. Wait a minute, let's do the math. 68 and 39. How many years is that? What's that like?
Almost 30.
So is he dad or brother? Cause
it's gonna be brother.
Uncle.
29. What up, my boy?
Boy. Brother daddy. Daddy brother.
He went in there and did
the Brady.
Got him a free house to live in.
Oh, he got mama strung out.
But if mom is happy, what you gonna do?
If mom is happy, just make sure he can't get to her money. You know what I mean? Like her retirement.
But that's probably what's going on, though.
Mm-hmm. No, and mama don't need to be happy, honey. She needs to let his honey. And he's just laying up in her deceased husband's house. And honey, that's how guys just use women, especially the older women. So I don't like that.
But some women. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But Alfred, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, some people just want a companion. She might just want him as a companion, and that makes her happy.
Yeah, well, he don't need to come over then, honey. You go be at his house.
But apparently he living there.
No house.
I trust me, he ain't got no house of his own.
Trust me, I gets money. That's a red flag.
That's your dog on there. That sounds like
drug
a
dealer.
Do people really be saying that?
He did.
Money, yeah.
I gets money.
Yes.
I gets money.
Who says that?
People
though?
that pop off
figures.
when he ain't got nothing.
Yeah, hood figures say that.
Yeah,
Cameras.
I trust me. I got money. I did have. Oh my God. Yeah, I had somebody to tell me that's a big turnoff when they start talking about how much money they got.
Mm-hmm. The same voice too. Oh, I'll get money. You know what I'm saying? I do. Same voice.
I didn't say I said Rita.
Well, I'll get money. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm going to get the money. Broke. I get it how I get it. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about that.
Ain't heard for no money.
Yeah, ain't heard for no money. I mean, what it is. Same voice.
That's great.
I want him to
But she feel funny about taking her kids over there. Like, should she even take her kids over there to see this dude?
I wouldn't trust him around my kids, but I would want my mom to be happy.
All right.
He probably putting that user on.
Do we have callers?
I don't know.
Okay, put it out there.
Phones? Do we solicit for calls?
No.
We just
ain't got no damn call.
Everybody agree with us. It's fine.
All right, listen, if anybody got an issue, just hit us in the DM. Make sure y'all go to Rickey Smiley Morning Show on IG. Rickey Smiley Morning Show on IG. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines. Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 24 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's Good Morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, April 15th. Here's what's happening in the news. The teen accused of fatally stabbing another student during a Frisco track meet had his bond cut from $1 million to $250,000. 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony says it was self-defense after being pushed. He's on house arrest with a monitor while the case heads toward a grand jury. An all-female crew of celebrities is back on Earth after heading to the edge of space. Pop star Katy Perry and Gayle King were among the 6 celebs on board a Blue Origin flight yesterday. Gayle's BFF, Oprah, watched and even cried as she saw her bestie shoot into space. So the question is, will Oprah head to space next?
I felt it so vicariously, no need to actually go up. When that rocket took off, I felt like I was in it.
That's a firm no. Tax day is coming in hot, as in like right now, today. So unless you live in one of 12 states hit by natural disasters, in that case, you automatically get more time. However, it depends on your zip code, so make sure you check the IRS site to be sure. Meanwhile, if the tax deadline has you stressed, there are a lot of spots serving up some relief in the form of freebies like coffee, donuts, appetizers, etc. No calculator required. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
I sure am, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, there's only one thing to talk about today. Last night with the WNBA draft that went down. Shout out to all the young women that got drafted, got selected to get a chance to move on and fulfill their dreams and playing professional on the next level. And I'm proud Daddy Mo once again because Harmony Turner was selected by the Las Vegas Aces.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
Can I order my jersey now?
Come on, man. I'm a step ahead of you, big dog. So listen, we interviewed her earlier. If you guys missed it, so here's a clip, and she was talking about the excitement of having the opportunity to play with 2-time MVP Asia Wilson.
I love Asia. She's one of the players I looked up to. I look up to Chelsea Gray, the entire team. Honestly, like that's been one of my favorite teams these past few years. So to see myself actually get an opportunity to play for them is nothing more than or nothing short of gratification. So I'm definitely going to go into this training camp trying to learn as much as possible, but at the end of the day, like I'm there to make a team, and I know that's a business, and that's the beauty of it all.
Yes, sir.
Right. How you think she gonna do with her?
Hey,
like on the team together.
Let me tell you something. That pick
is
and
that
roll,
what she was?
That pick and roll finna be nasty. But here's a cool thing, man. Chelsea Gray is one of the greatest point guards of all time, man. So she get a chance to soak that knowledge up and be a sponge, man. She's
iron sharpens iron.
Come on, man. Listen, Harmony on the Harvard squad, and Harvard is an amazing team, but she don't have to do as much work now. Now she can just play free. There's a thing called playing free. And she, man, putting her on that 1, she can play the 2, all that stuff, man, and just soak it all up. This is a great fit. This is a great fit.
Rita, you think you can lock Harmony down? You think you can lock her down?
No. I'll try though. It's been a long time. What'd you say, Rock? She about 5'10"?
She 5'10". Yeah, dog.
You don't want none of that.
That's gonna put me at her hip.
Yeah, don't do it, Rita. Rita, don't worry about it.
Injury.
And Rock T can't do it either.
Yeah, so hey,
all that talking he doing.
Tap the brakes,
damn
bro.
sure can't. You stop that.
Come on, man.
You can start. We want to see the video.
Yes,
come on
sir.
out there.
Yes,
Rock
sir.
is the intervention. Let it go.
You can't foul her
The
either.
last time we played, I won. That's all I'm gonna say.
Rock,
she was 12.
You probably was fouling. She sure was.
Ain't no referees.
Rock.
Yes, sir.
Rock, remember she crossed me up in the hallway at the radio station.
She toasted the totem ankles up, dog.
Oh, no. She broke his ankles?
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. I was in a wheelchair, man. I don't know.
Hey, y'all go follow baby girl on social media at Harmony Turner, man. So it's great to be that she gets ready to
man,
go
we
on to the
happy
chapter.
for you, man.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
And Chris was smiling, was smiling like Judge Mathis sitting over there, cheesing.
You know
over there cheesing, smiling. Tell Chris to stop smiling so hard. I'm finna block her number right now. I know she finna text me.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Hey Rita.
Yeah.
Hey Rita.
Yeah.
Chris, you know how people be smiling so hard their nose hair started showing. That's what Chris was doing. She cheesing with her ankles crossed like she at the Church of God and Christ convention. Just smiling. Tell myself, thank you.
Yes, Lord.
Chris, she made me sick. I can't stand Chris, man.
They prayed for. Yeah.
All right, sitting there for the $1 to the Brent. We got Rita Brent in the building.
What's up, y'all? Glad to be here filling in for the Brent. Let's get into it. In a recent interview with Tamron Hall, singer Major reveals that a text message from the late Chadwick Boseman inspired his new song, I Prayed For You. Let's check it out.
Chadwick doesn't send out messages often, but he said, let's pray for the hope of the world. He says, the plague was asked why it had killed so many. The plague responded, I only killed 100. The thousands that died from the fear of me. It's hope. Hope is the key. And in that moment, he had the audacity to hope for the world when he had every right to focus on his own circumstance. I not only prayed, I wrote a song about it. And I prayed for you is that love letter to the ones I love and to the heart of this world that we're going to be all right.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Gave me chill bumps.
Whew, Chad was such an inspiration. Even in his passing, he's been an inspiration. Glad remembering his legacy. In other news, in honor of his late mother, Snoop Dogg just made a big announcement. Let's hear it.
Good afternoon, loved ones. April 27th, I'm dropping a gospel album on Death Row Records called Altar Call.
I thank the Lord for redeeming me.
Yeah, you heard it first. A gospel album, April 27th. God is good. Won't he do it?
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hallelujah. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be good. Altar Call is a sequel of Snoop's 2018 album Bible of Love, and it is dedicated to his late mother, Beverly Tate, which is why the LP drops on her birthday. That's sweet. I love it. Also, Jasmine Sullivan recently celebrated her 38th birthday, but instead of marking the day with celebration, the Grammy Award-winning singer spent time reflecting on the grief she's suffered since having a miscarriage. She posted a message saying that the days leading up to her birthday were hard because she says she spent lots of time thinking about her mother, missing her more than words can say. Her mother passed away 2 years ago, but went on to say, also, I realized that today I would have been holding my 2-month-old son that I never got to meet. Wow. So let's please continue to pray for her as she heals from all
And
these
that's our
things.
friend. She's a friend in the morning show and a personal friend. And shout out to her. And I'm going to text her in a minute. I just absolutely love her and stuff, man. Right when you think somebody up there doing it, you don't know what people be going through mentally and emotionally. I couldn't imagine.
Right, yeah. So that's why I don't judge folks on social media, because you never know. In the comments talking crazy, folks be going through stuff. But lastly, Essence Fest is coming up in July in New Orleans, and they just announced some of the artists that will be hitting the stage. You can expect to see Glorilla, Money Long, Summer Walker, Boyz II Men, Maxwell, Nas, DeVito, the Isley Brothers, and many more. Also, Jermaine Dupri will dedicate a tribute to the legacy of Quincy Jones. It's titled Essence Flowers, where Jermaine will bring together artists who've sampled, studied, or shared space with the music titan. So that's going to be dope. Anybody going to the Essence Fest? Y'all playing?
I'm trying to go.
I went last year. I had the time of my life, and all I remember was some lady backstage back there where they parked the trucks that was back there frying some fish and gave me a
I remember
hot
you said that.
damn piece of fish with some hot sauce and some mustard on it, some French fries, and 6 shrimps.
All right, then.
Not shrimp. Shrimps with an S.
Swimps. We say swimps in Mississippi. Scrimps.
Boy, I got in that car to the windows was foggy. That fish was so hot. I was eating it like a dog eating a hot pocket.
Burnt your tongue.
Yeah, burnt
blow
my
the
tongue.
smoke out your mouth.
Oh boy, my God! I don't know why that stick out of my mind. That's the only thing I can remember. That old lady said,
Some good hot fish gonna stay with you though. I ain't gonna
Yes,
lie.
sir.
Yeah, and that catfish batter in New Orleans hit different with that Louisiana hot sauce.
You gonna think about that for a while.
Only
It different.
God, only God, only God.
Only God.
God for the ocean.
I had some Long John
God for
Silver
hot
yesterday,
grease.
too. That was good.
Yeah. All right, y'all. For more information on these stories, go to RickySmileyMorning.com, RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on social media at Rita Brent Comedy. Hit us up for those wake-up calls. 866-9-RICKY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.